Hello cherry lovers, we're up here on the farm. It's Labor Day weekend. Well, it's Labor Day today. Happy Labor Day to everybody. We're up here, had a wonderful time. Some of the family come up, not all of them. So that's what we had. We had a good time. We really did. We always have a good time when we get together. So some of them had other things to do, I guess, and they didn't come. So, but anyways, we had a good time, and I'm up here. Got a lot going on. Like I said, we had a good time, and weather-wise, if you guys look behind me, it's looking like rain. And for all of my cherry lovers in the south, right now it's only 66 degrees, and they're only calling for maybe the low 60s, and they're saying for the next 2 weeks that we're only supposed to have the low 60s, mid 60s. Usually up here in Michigan we're in the 80s, so it's awful goofy still up here. I know you guys are in the 80s and real high, maybe even the 90s down there. We keep watching it, but not us. We're cooled off. To be honest with you, in 2 weeks time we would be in the 60s up here, but it's already here. So we got winter. We got winter coming. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Like I said, not a lot gonna, if you have been watching our videos or watching our channel for any length of time, this is the time of year that the farm slows down. There's a few things that I got to get done, but there's not a lot of things that's going to happen out on the farm, up here on the farm. So that's when it slows down. So as you watch our channel, you're going to see me go back and start finishing off my cabinets for the farm and in the kitchen. So I'll be doing that kind of stuff, and we got some things at home that have to be done and at the other place. So that's probably what's going to happen. We're probably going to switch to fall and winter mode on the farm up here. Yeah, we'll have some videos of the farm like we did last year in the winter and the changing and everything, but of the weather or the seasons. But we're not gonna. Not a lot goes on. It just doesn't. Work all summer long, and then of course we had a short summer because it didn't turn summer till the middle of May, and then it's starting to cool off. So up here in the North Country, we've had a kind of a short summer. So, but I still got things to do. So let's go on, and I'll show you outside everything that's going on in the apple trees, and I'll show you a few things that's going on with the cherries, and that's pretty much it, you guys. That's all we got going on for this year. I've had some setbacks, you guys know that. There's definitely been some setbacks. I've had, troubles with the cherries, having a hard winter and struggling to come back, and they did. The apples, I've had some troubles with them, and I got some more coming next year. But if I show you the apple trees, even though they're not really as good as I want them to be, but they're a heck of a lot better than what they were. So here we go, people. I'll show you. Okay. Like I said, I got a lot of mulch that's got to be put back down. Believe it or not, we got we got gnats everywhere again. They're back out this year, but look at these trees. Believe it or not, the apple trees have started to actually come along and improve. I'm looking at them. I wish they were farther along than what they are, like I told you, but these apple trees are, I don't know what happened. Like I said, you can see I got lots of mulch, but they took off. I think it's just been such a goofy summer for us that they didn't know what to do, but now like I said, they're growing. Look at this one. Look at how it took off. I don't know. We have some that are struggling, but not as bad as I was seeing them. And it was like I told the wife, I don't know what's going on, but they sure do. Look at them. They finally busted out. I'm just hoping they've got enough, they're rooted in the ground good enough so that next spring, and that's what the nursery's worrying about. The roots didn't take. This one here's, believe it or not, it don't look good, but the cambium on it is still green and it's got leaves. So I don't know. Like I've told you guys all along, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if it's the weather. It ain't the ground. They've got, when I put them in the ground, they did good. Everything was doing good there. The only thing I can say, like they said, the nursery says they the roots may got damaged in transit, but I don't know. They've taken off. I mean, so we'll see if they make it next year. I got 60 more trees, and I'll show you what I've been doing to get that ready. But as you can see, the nectarine trees, which they do that, they're showing signs of fall. They're turning red, like it's, you know, it was down to about 42 Friday morning up here, and I told the wife that, look, when I got up and looked, everything was wet, almost like we had a mild frost. So, and it's possible. I mean, it just is. But look at them. The nectarines are doing good. Doing wonderful. Nectarines were doing wonderful. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm baffled. The nursery's baffled. But, and I've called them and told them that, I don't, look at this tree. It's taking off. Look at it. That's the apple tree. So I don't really know why. They don't know why. So if they all come on, I get, like the nursery told me, you'll get 60 new trees, and I just have to have a place to plant them. So now I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to plant them. So I've started clearing this, and I'm waiting until it's cooler so that I can keep working. But I'm starting to clear this patch out between the high tunnel and the apple trees. I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4 stumps that have to be removed there. The 2 trees you see right there, I'm gonna leave. That one this year that you're looking at right now, it died. So that one's coming out. But yeah, I'm gonna clear that off and have that going. Nope, I hit the line, people. That's what you're hearing. Now, I'm gonna go out here and show you. I did this before the family come up. I wanted to get it started. So, because I gotta have room. Like I said, I gotta have room for trees. Because I know they're coming next spring. So, which it sounds to me, you know, you hear me talking about, I'm worried about it. I'm glad I don't have to pay for the apple trees. If all these apple trees live, I've got 60 more trees. I'm planning on expanding the farm. Not on site here, I wasn't planning on it, but I plan on expanding. So 60 more trees, I just gotta find more room. Well, this would be basically next year when I rent the backhoe, I'm gonna take that stump out. I'm gonna take that stump out, taking that one. There's like, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18 stumps that's gotta be brought out of here next spring. Sometime in April, if we don't have a late winter, get that all cleared out of here. And then, like I said, I could put the apples all right here. And that's what I'm thinking about doing. If not, I've gotta stagger them out here, and then I've gotta stagger them between the apples and the high tunnels where the cherries are. So, but that's what I'm gonna do. My future son-in-law was up here, and he asked me, well, why don't you just clear out the other 3.5 acres that you got right up through here on this side? And I told him I personally want to keep my some of the forest. I want to come up here, even though, like I keep telling everybody, we're surrounded on this side by all national forest, all that way and out in front. All that way is 400,000 acres of national forest. So we're here by ourselves. And yeah, we got lots of forest, but I want to leave some of my property, you know, wooded, and because I like the cabin feel, because that's what we call the farmhouse, a cabin. So we want to keep it the cabin feel, and where you're up in the woods and enjoying the wildlife and the nature. But here in the next year or two, we're also going to start looking for property and hopefully go off-site and start planting more fruit trees and different type like that. So you should see some more growth here in the next year or two. So like I said, we're going to continue to grow, and you guys are going to be here along to see it. I mean, I know that sometime in the next couple of years, where all this pile of, you see all this brush, sometime in the next couple of years, we're going to grow. And as the YouTube channel grows, we're going to start putting a 40 by 60 pole barn out here. Where that stump is right there, I've got to put another well down. I have to put a shed for back behind the cabin. I also got to put I want to put about 30 by 40 garage up there. So there's a lot going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years. And if you guys stay tuned and keep watching, you're going to see it all. So that's what I got going on, and I thought I'd show you guys or tell you guys that that's what's happening. We're going into fall mode, like I told you guys before. And I told you this last year, things slow down up here, and it's just getting started to slowing down. Weather's cooling way off, way too soon. But let me go up here and show you guys how the difference between the cherry fields, first high tunnel, second high tunnel, and no high tunnel. How the seasons and how the weather react, how these trees react. Okay, as you guys can see, not underneath the high tunnel now. They're still got leaves on them, but they're going into basically fall and winter mode out here. They're starting to lose their leaves. They, like I said, and some of them are even trying to burst out with new leaves, but they're going into their fall mode. So they're dropping off. I see buds, okay, and that's usually a sign that they're still doing good. They're doing good out here, but they're going into fall because they're getting the cool air, nothing to warm them. So they're saying, hey, the weather up here is saying, hey, it's fall. So they're changing, they're losing their leaves. And that's what they do every year. That's Mother Nature. So, but as you go under the next high tunnel here, this is the difference. These have recovered from the bad winter, like these did. They had a hard winter out here, and these are recovering nicely. But as you can see, they're still green because the heat and the warmth underneath the high tunnel tells them, hey, it's not fall yet. So we're still trying. Matter of fact, if you come over here, one of them is still trying to produce and grow. I mean, this is the thing that a high tunnel does. Gives, as they call it, these high tunnels are for extended seasons, and that's what they're doing, is extending it because it says, hey, I want to keep growing. See? So this is what's going on under this high tunnel. This is our one we put up this year, and this is what's going on with the trees. Now, when we go over into high tunnel number 1, we've had them for a couple of years. And like I said, I'm going to keep studies on this because the USDA want me to keep studies on it, so that's what I'm going to do. But this is the difference if they're protected. Now I know you guys can see the difference. All right? This is what's going on. Towards the end here, we've had some aphids, a small aphid population. All right, but because it's fall and we're getting into winter, I'm not going to spray. There's no need to spray any organic stuff on it because they're going to lose their leaves anyways. And then first thing next spring, before the buds come out, I will spray. But I've told you, look at this. This is 2 years worth of growth, and I'm going to have to. You guys can see this. I'm going to have to tip this so that I can put it out here. So next year, I see a lot of training. I see a lot of pruning in here. Not a lot, but I mean enough to where there's too many branches like this one here. You guys can see that them branches are side by side. I have to pull this one on the bottom down so it opens up. See how it opens it up? I have to pull that down and hold it so it'll stay. And then it opens it up and it gives you. I got it on this side too. I see the new growth. So I'm going to have to pull this one down. All right, and then it starts opening up the tree. But because I had a bad winter and things were looking kind of rough for the trees, I decided I'd just let them grow. So next year, a lot of training everywhere. Of course, I'll be out there training the apple trees too. So this is what's going on, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. I told you I was always going to show you what's going on. So here's what we're doing. So going into fall mode, of course, if you look, I got a lot of mulch yet that still has to go down out back. So that's going to be my September and October fall projects. That's probably the only thing we got going on this fall at all. So that's what's going to happen. So you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up, hit the like and subscribe. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We want to see you guys' comments. We love your comments. We read them all, trust us. We read them all. Joyce, when she does her cooking videos, she reads all hers. When I do mine, I read all mine. So if you guys appreciate what we're doing, let us know. We do appreciate that. So as always, you guys have a good day. I intend to. Bye now.